Hi guys, Miss Rose here. Going to make a very short, quick video on functions. So that's where we are right now in Algebra 2, which is a class that's married with physics and called Physics is Wavy. So I would like you to take the diagnostic for the functions assessment. But I want to teach you a few quick things about functions that'll really help you with this assessment, okay? First, I'm going to show you the actual checkpoint itself. And in this checkpoint, which is now checkpoint number 5 of Physics is Wavy, this should be 5, so let me change it. You're going to go down to box number 3, which is the math box. Okay, and you're going to see here that last quarter we were talking about the algebra review focus area, and I'd like you to be able to complete that before the end of this semester, which is January 29th. So you have some time. But right now we're going to be talking about functions. And I put some problems up here that are really indicative of what functions are about. Anytime you have a function like this function here, 3x squared plus 10, and we give you an x value, f of x equals 3x squared plus 10, what does f of negative 7 equal? Well, this just means that for every place that you see x, substitute in negative 7. So you would do 3 times negative 7 squared plus 10, okay? Also, you might see these words domain and range. So I'm just going to type in here something. Domain is your x values, okay? And in this case, the x values are the first value. 0, 1 is x, y, and so the x value would be 0. In the next pair of numbers, the x value would be 1. In the next pair, the x value is 3. In the next pair, it's 8. In the next pair, the x value is 10. And in the next pair, the x value is 56. Those are the domains. But the range of this would be the y values. So we're going to do this. The range is equal to the y values. And the y values now, we're going to do the same way. In the first pair, 0, 1, y would be 1. In the next pair, it would be 2. In the next pair, it would be 4, and 9, and 12, and 199. And there is your domain, all of your x values, and your range, all of your y values. Now, we spend a fair amount of time on this focus area talking about what is the definition of a function. Well, one of the ways we can tell a function is if we see the function like this, it's very easy to tell if it's a function or not, using something called the vertical line test. And that means, you know, a vertical line goes up and down, right? Like vertical blinds. A horizontal line goes across, right? So if you can draw a vertical line and have it intersect or hit the graph in more than one place, so 2 or more places, that's not a function. A function is a graph in which when you draw a vertical line, it only hits the function one time, okay? So you can see here that if I were to draw a vertical line through this circle, I would hit it at the upper part of the circle and the lower part of the circle. That would be twice. That would not be a function. Over here, if you draw a vertical line, you will get this, you will not be able to hit it in 2 places. So this is a function. In this one, if you draw a vertical line, you're only going to hit one place. That is a function. And same thing here. If you draw a vertical line, you'll only be hitting in one place. That is a function. So the only one that is not a function is this circle right here. The other ones, if you draw a vertical line, you only hit that graph in one place, okay? But what if you are not given a graph? You're actually given a table like this. How do you tell if it's a function? Well, again, It's as simple as knowing that for every x value only has one y value, okay? So if the x value is 0, the y value is always 1. If the x value is 1, the y value is always 2. If the x value is 2, the y value is always 1. And if the x value is 3, the y value is always 2, excuse me. So for every x value, there's only one y value. I'm not saying anything about the y values. I'm just focusing on the x values. So let's look at the next table. 2 is always 8, 4 is always 6, 6 is always 4, 8 is always 2. Fine. Let's look at this one. 1 is always 3, 5 is always 3. Uh-oh, 5 is now 4. Remember, we're looking at x values. We're not really looking at anything else. For us, the most important thing is to look at the x value, okay? So we see here that if the x value is 5, the y value could be 3, or the y value could be 4. That's 2 y values. This is not a function. If we look over here, we see that 1 is 5, 2 is 5, 3 is 5, 4 is 5, and that's perfectly okay. It's okay for them to have the same y value, different x values, but it's not okay for the same x value to have different y values. You see here, different x values, 1, 2, 3, 4, have the same y value. But here it's different. The same x value has different y values. That can't happen. So here, this is not a function. And then here's a quick question that goes back to y-intercept, x-intercept. Y-intercept is where we cross the y-axis. X-intercept is where we cross the x-axis. So let's just put those in there. Y-intercept, let's get the P in there, crosses the y-axis, and the x-intercept crosses the x-axis. Very important, okay? And so this value here, this 5, so when we cross the x-axis, we know that x is equal to 0. Let's see here. And over here, we know that y is equal to 0. So if we set x equal to 0, we know that y equals 5. So our x-intercept, our y-intercept here is 0, 5. Okay? And the zeros are another way to say x-intercept or roots, and we see here where they are. This is crossing the x-axis where y equals 0. Okay? If you have any questions about this, please come and see me. There's a lot of things in this focus area. There's videos and readings and PowerPoints that'll help you understand functions, and I'm here too. And if you have any questions about the algebra review focus area, I have some videos linked here in the checkpoint as well. Best of luck. Reach out if you need help. Bye-bye.